Hello YouTube, ZiggyNo back with another video, and this one's going to be focused on market movers. Now, at the virtual last night, Geoff announced that Market Movers is free until Friday for anyone who registered for the virtual, so it's really easy to get access to this. If you haven't already, go register. You don't put your credit card number in or anything like that. Just go sign up, get access to Market Movers, and then come back and watch this video. Now, this video is going to walk through 3 tips that you can try right away and see if you find value in the tool. Now, I will recommend that there are some other things. Geoff has a tutorial I'll point you to as well. It's a 6-minute video, and there's an hour-long video that I recommend too that will go in really detailed on how to use market movers. But if you just got the tool and you're like, is this worth it? Let me show you 3 quick tips that to me in itself add value to me, and this is why I'm a Market Movers Pro user. Now let me also mention, I am not an affiliate of Market Movers. I don't get paid whether you sign up for this or not. Okay, I don't have a code to give you. I can recommend some people who can sign up where you get 20% off codes, but that's not what I'm here for. Okay, I am an admin in the Facebook group, Sports Card Investor. That group is open to the public and to members, and then I also am a moderator in the forum, which is a members-only forum. Okay, but I'm not affiliated. You sign up, great. You don't sign up, great. But I want to show you what I think is a great tool. So real quickly, in front of you, I have set and year. If you come into the tool and you look over here, you're going to see where the little graph is, set and year. Now I'm showing you, I've got some saved searches because I can set searches and then I can customize the searches. Like this is all the hoops rookies for PSA 10. That's me searching the 2012 entire class for all the rookies that are hoops and looking at the PSA 10. Freaking awesome. Now let me show you right now is let's do a search for a new set. So we're going to go in here and hit, okay, new set. And that new set is going to be football. Click. And I'm going to pick the hottest stuff out right now, 2020. Next. Prism football. Next. Base. And we'll go ahead and look at silver. The reason I look at base and silver is that you can do ratios, and I'll show you that in a moment. Raw is the only option right now. There's not anything graded, and if there is, it's probably a few one-offs. So here we go, real quickly. When I get my data, first thing I'll see, if I go here to price changes, is that I can see, prices are pretty much trending down, which is expected. A lot of these cards come out, they sell high, and they start to trend off as the market starts to stabilize. Now, here's interesting. In the orange here, the only one trending up, and this surprises me, it appears to be Burrow. Even Herbert in the bronze is actually trending a little bit down. Where's Herbert silver? It would be the dark color. And even that's trended down. I mean, it's still one of the higher cards, so it's trended down off its all-time high. So that's something to look at. That's pretty cool. You can look at price change data here. You can look at number of sales, which is also important. So you can see how many base, silvers, whatever are available. And this is just one view, right? I can do full screen. And then I like this view when it works. And it's not seeming to show up right now. It gives me bar chart grid data. So I'll come back over here. I can add that to support as a bug, by the way. Let me go down here. I can see number of total sold, the volume, and so forth. So I kind of get a snapshot of the market, of this market segment, which is this Prism football, which I think, again, awesome. I'm focusing it just on Prism football and seeing what's happened, what's sold on eBay in Prism football for these cards in the last few days, right? Now, I know it's not everything in Prism football, but it's these cards, right, which are the quarterbacks. And then I come down here and look at their prices. What was their high? What was their average? What's their ending price? I can see their counts, right? Burrow base versus Burrow silver. It's only 17 silvers have sold. Okay, that's a lot of cool data here for me to look at. I can come down here and click on this ratio button, and then I'm going to get a ratio of silver to raw, which is like if I bought a raw $90, what's the silver equivalent? It's almost 10 times that at $900. I can see the ratios in the middle there. Look for anomalies. Okay, these two are 5. Why are they 5? Herbert and Hertz are at 5. It's almost like their base has been priced in based on their silver value. Right, look at Burrow though, $900 for the silver. It's still the highest one of the group. Again, I can save these searches. I have other searches I can set and run as well. So really, I do recommend if you get in here, run this search, check out how to look at a set. Pick any set you want to, baseball, football, old set, new set. Next, I'm going to show you real quickly. This is a basketball set that I already ran and set up a chart for. This is basketball 2019 Prism base, and I'm comparing the PSA 10 and raw. This is one of the biggest things people look at, right? When you're looking at basketball right now, it's, oh, how can I make money? How do I buy cards raw and grade them? And what's the ratio and so forth? Just show you right here real quickly. These are the hot cards. These are what's selling, right? Okay, John Morant, base PSA 10s, 462. Of course, there's going to be Zion over here. Who's this guy over here? Wow, it's Tyler Hero. Who's over here? Well, this is RJ Barrett. Who's over here? Kobe White. So you can see these guys real quickly. And I can look at these guys in a lot of different ways, right? Price change with graphs. Now, this is going to get really busy real quickly. So that's why I like the other view I had up here a second ago. But if I scroll down, now I can also look at here. Card ratios. I set this up. I can have stats, and I'll go back to that in a minute. But card ratio. So I can look at LeBron James 2019 base prism and what that is versus his base raw versus his graded. Now I know it's one of those. Personally, it's not a rookie, so it's not what I'm trying to focus on here. But let's look at Rui. Rui you can buy for $14. Raw grade him PSA 10 140. So it's a 10x ratio, 9.6 ratio. Right? Look for some other big high ratios. Trae Young. And this is just a second-year card, but $5, if he grades back a PSA 10, 56, I'm not as big a fan of that because you spend a lot of money in grading. But real quickly, the ratios pop up for me. Sudeku, it's $7. Grading come back $82 for a base. That's pretty impressive there, right? And again, you can look at high numbers, like 310. So $42 on a hero and turn that to 310. That's pretty good. Cameron Johnson. Population count ratios. So who's got high pop counts, right? And who's got low pop counts, and what are the percent dollar per pop count? All this data here, I think, is very, very important in making decisions that most people just don't see. I've never seen any of the tools share this with you, right? I go over to stats. I like this view as well because, again, like I said before, you get a market segment. This is the entire class. This is what's sold in the time period. And here I can see, who's trending down, upward. I can also add these other graphs. I'm not going to do this right now. These really make the graph up top really complicated. I recommend this if you're looking at one card to use these headline, like the minimum, average, and maximum sales graphs. Brandon Clark, Bobo, Cam Reddish. Here's Cam Base. Looks change $8. Ending average $20 right now. And if you get him, you grade him. He's selling at 127. So what is that? What is that ratio? I don't know. Well, I go back to the chart at the bottom. Look. So again, this is freaking awesome. Okay. So I think I've shown enough about sets. I hope you see the value here in sets. You can also, again, look at cards, and they'll talk about in the video how you can look at card based on popular card, chart any card, you can pick any card you want to. You can do sealed wax. That's all wonderful. But like I said, easy way to start your kind of experiment with market movers is look at set by year. Look at some of your favorite years. And it's an easy way to kind of look at a favorite and go, wow, I didn't realize this guy was in that class, or wow, I didn't realize. You don't have to think about the rookie class. It's going to highlight all the cards in that class for you that are popular. Okay, next thing I'll point out are two real quick things, and this is price movement by card. If I go over here, you can look at price movement by player, price movement by card, by sales volume, sales card. We're going to show this real quickly. What's cool to me is the ability to just see data. Okay, I can't stress how important this tool. No other tool right now in the market that I know of gives you all of the data. Okay, in other words, Market Movers is collecting everything, even bad data. Like if it was show bid, they're going to give it to you. Now they'll show you how you can filter that data out. Okay, they'll show you how you can ignore auction houses. They give you the ability to do anything you want with the data, and I'll show you that as well. But they give you all of the data. You are in charge of that. So in the last 7 days, I can see here that what cards are selling. Okay, I'm looking at price movement by card. I'm looking at percentage of card movement. And Zion's card, his Chronicle Prestige Raw, for some reason, has a high percentage of change. Derek Jeter. But let's say you want to focus in on something. I want to look at just basketball. It's basketball season, so let me look at that. And I also want to focus in on Prism, because I don't want to look at all this other stuff. Maybe I wanted to add Chronicles in there, because there was some interesting stuff going on in Chronicles. Chronicles. Is that even, maybe it doesn't come up. There it is. Okay, so let's do that. Let's run this search. But again, all the data, I'm filtering it. I'm getting it to pick what I want to see. If I go down here, I can go to Zion Williams. Again, I have the same buttons I talked about earlier. Chart this card, find for sale on eBay, add to my favorites, add to my collection, set a price alert, all available to me. Let me just go ahead and look at this. And what I'm looking at here are price changes too, right? Starting average. Now, I can also look at this. The other tip I have is to look at stuff based on volume, okay? Sales card volume. Because if you want to look at for liquidity, look what they're selling a lot of. Michael Porter Jr., Prism. Okay, now I do think I filtered this. Yeah, this is Prism basketball. But I'm doing that because I'm looking at my Star Stock challenge, by the way. I'm looking at which cards have liquidity in the market, which will buy and sell fast. Okay, so Tyler Hero, Prism, Michael Michael Porter Jr., Zion, Ja. I can see that. Now I can also drill into these guys. Run a chart. It will take a second for that chart to run. While that chart's running, I can come up here and again I can look at the last 90 days of data. I can change the select the filters. Let me just go ahead here. Look at 90 days of data and see how Tyler Hero is doing. Look at that. Over 90 days, number of sales. Hero's been on fire, man. 2x LeBron. Almost 3x the next person behind that in Prism. Think about that, guys. Think about the volume of Hero that have been going. Liking them or not, that just, again, you're not seeing that with other tools. Other tools aren't going to give you all the data, not giving you all the transactions, right? They only give the transactions they approved, the only transactions they collected. So again, I cannot stress how important it is to look at card price by movement and card price by volume. Let me go back to that chart. So here we got Michael Porter Jr. And here's what I'm talking about. I can look at data, and I can look at sales here. Look at stats. I don't think I need to expand any of these. I think I have them. So I can see the count, the low, the high. And this is one card for sale. Oh, detailed results. So here, detailed results. Now here's, I can show you, you can remove from the report. Here's how you can manage the data. If you don't like one of the card sales, for whatever reason, the auction bids, right, you get all the data here. If you don't like that, you can remove it from there. You can also over here exclude from Probstein, PwC, ComC consignment. And there's reasons why you would or wouldn't. Buyers have to meet certain feedbacks, exclude zero feedback. But look at that. All that power and you deciding what you're going to look at, what you're going to search. And I'm able to drill down on a player that I recognized here earlier. Okay, he's got, he had, I think it was on this chart here. I see his, he's got a big change in volume. I can quickly drill into his chart. I can see those changes and what's going on, and I can make decisions. I could add here what's his ratio to his PSA 10. Let's see if I can do this real quickly for you guys, and then we'll close this up. I don't like to make videos that are too long. So again, I've seen there's price changes in him. I see he's selling for pretty cheap. Well, I'd say cheap, but affordable in the raw. And I'll tell you what I would do next. I'll be honest with you. I'd go to Star Stock and see what he's on Star Stock for in Star Stock A compared to his eBay price. Okay, so real quickly, just run his ratio there. His ratio is 5, $53 raw, at 286. Okay, on a 10. Remember, and you have to look at your gem mint rate. Let me go over Star Stock, and I would look at what is Michael Porter Jr. Star Stock A selling for. His A's are $80. Well, I'll say last sale was $85. That's interesting. Offers at 62. And what did we just say here a minute ago? We're saying that he is. His last sale was around 53. So they're high on Star Stock, but again on Star Stock you can get an A. It's already screened, and then you could send it up for PSA, or I could buy it here. Save $30. Again, the goal there is to sell it for 286. What's Star Stock selling? They're selling for the PSA 10s, 260 there. So that kind of validates, right, what I'm seeing. Okay. Anyway, that was my goal, guys. I wanted to show you just quick few tips on how to use Market Movers. If you have other questions, let me know. Reach out to the team at Market Movers. I'm sure they're open to answering questions. They wouldn't do these free trials unless they were expecting it. But ask me questions, leave comments below. I'd be happy to answer them for you. Join the Facebook group. Ask questions in there. Have a great day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and take care of each other. Enjoy your collecting.